Hey guys, Dr. Kaguya here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a final part of the what if, and that is what if Naruto had KCM early, final part. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. And knowing that guys, please take care of yourselves. I know COVID-19 sucks, but please take care of yourselves. Lockdown is better than you know what, okay? Without further ado guys, let's get into the final part of this what if, okay guys, because I dragged this on long enough. And that is what if Naruto had KCM early, final part. Now let's begin. Now when I last left off, for the most part, majority of it of the storyline headed towards the war arc, okay? And what happened is, for the most part, everyone is gearing up for the war. Sasuke got beat by Naruto for the most part, and yeah, and I'm just gonna stay for it. Majority of the storyline changes a lot too, with Naruto being stronger, even with Naruto and how his timeline goes, okay? It moves pretty much forward, and when it comes to Naruto and his missions, thanks to him having KCM early, it's not that hard for him. Everything's not hard for him at all. Just the fact that Naruto and Killer B are not going to go on that dumb mission. Okay, that's the one thing that's mainly going to change, and the fact that Jiraiya is temporary Hokage until Tsunade wake up, and he actually is now awake. And so all the villagers are all preparing for the war arc, okay? And also Sasuke is getting Itachi's eyes transplanted. He already knows the truth about Itachi through Obito. And Obito's had to use the Izanagi to revive himself after the Amaterasu hit him. So for the most part, that still occurs, and Sasuke still gets the eyes put on him, okay? So that's happening with Sasuke. Naruto and everyone on the left preparing for battle. Now let's begin. Now, back with Kabuto. Kabuto's upgrading all the Zetsus and getting his reanimation army ready, pretty much in place. He already threatened Obito and showed him, so they already are really close. So primarily, majority of the war arc, my bad. Sorry, majority of the war arc goes exactly the same. It's just Naruto and Killer. They're not wasting resources on Naruto and Killer B. That barrier team that was meant to hold Killer B and Naruto in that on their island is actually being put around the place where the Raikage and Lady Tsunade will be doing the war, be controlling the war, as we say, because Gaara is still going to be the leader of the war, but Jiraiya, because he's one arm, he's going to be staying in also with the Raikage. Both of them are going to be one-armed advisors. Lady Tsunade is still there too, but he protects her. Jiraiya, that's what he's mainly doing. And so for the most part, everyone goes the same. I'm really not going to change much. It's just Naruto doesn't enter the fight right away, because Tsunade wants to gauge, and all the Kage want to gauge how the situation goes, and that was an order given by all the Kages too, just for the Jinchurikis to stay out. So Gaara and everyone else goes out and they begin the battle, and just like the battle, it gets intense. Gaara fights his father and the Kages, or everyone pretty much begins into massive intense battle. Now, the thing that really changes is when Sasuke wakes up, okay? Bear in mind, Naruto and Killer B are at the head office where the Raikage is, with Jiraiya, Tsunade, so they're all there right now, okay? Just right now. So as all their battles are going on, back where Sasuke is, he wakes up and opens his eyes, and as he jumps out and kills the original Zetsu, right? Sasuke opens his eyes, and as he does that, he begins to choke, and he drops to the ground, and as he does that, a bird comes out of his mouth, and as that bird comes out, it flies around. Sasuke looks at the bird, and the bird looks right at Sasuke, and boom, Sasuke gets put under the Genjutsu. He gets put under the the Koto Matsukabe, and he wakes up, he gets Itachi's goal in his mind to protect the village. And so Sasuke does that. He grabs the bird and he makes the bird his own, like how Itachi did. Sasuke infuses some of his chakra into the bird, or tries to anyway. And because Sasuke has the white snake sage chakra of Orochimaru, that still stays a part of him. It just no Orochimaru's soul's on it. Sasuke is able to use that to connect with the bird itself to increase his chakra use, or increase itself and connect it to him. But it's going to have adverse effects. Okay. So as Sasuke enters the battle in per se, he primarily finds what's it called? He primarily finds Itachi and Nagato on the battlefield actually. So because Sasuke heads towards there, and he's the one that finds Itachi and Nagato. And when Itachi sees Sasuke and Sasuke sees Itachi, it's just over for him. He can't believe it. He really can't believe it. And everyone that's at the HQ of the battle can sense all this new chakra and everything like that. And once that they let them know that this chakra is like an Uchiha Sasuke, when Inoichi points it out that it's Sasuke Uchiha's chakra, Naruto gets up and instantly, without hesitating, runs off straight away. Doesn't give a shit. And the Raikage tries to go after Naruto, but Naruto instantly blitzes him. Goes even faster, goes straight to KCM 2, and he runs off to the exact same direction. And as Naruto does this, because he was gritting his teeth staying there, they try to put a barrier up, but Naruto instantly goes into a full case Nine-Tail state and destroys the entire barrier and runs at the Nine-Tail Avatar, which shocks the Raikage, and everyone Jiraiya's like, he's an idiot. Tsunai's like looking at Jiraiya like, bro, your boy G. But Jiraiya's like, it's alright, Naruto's got it. And then what happens is the Raikage, Killer B, go after him. So B goes after Naruto, and Jiraiya asks B to look after him. He goes, we all could, we Jin Cherokee got each other's back, you know. And he caps it to help Naruto. And they re-put the barrier up, and so all that goes down. And as Naruto's running through, he can sense and feel everyone's pain or people dying. So instead of just running straight towards Sasuke, Naruto stops. He wipes out all those Zetsu that's around him. He summons a giant toad and does the same thing again, where he makes all those clones to go everywhere and have the battlefield. But because these clones are going to be faster and stronger, and not only that, Naruto is used to KCM too. He's used to KCM, he's used to Sage Mode, he's used to all of them, he's been used to it for a while. So this is going to be a much stronger Naruto, like there's a much stronger Sasuke now. So they scatter everywhere, they scatter all the Zetsu's out like in cannons. So Naruto for the most part has entered the war, roughly the same around time, or kind of a little bit earlier actually, and he helps out with the battles. So nearly all his battles with everyone goes the same, even the battle with Madara goes the same, because his clone's expending too much chakra. And while that's all, but before that, and while that's going down, Naruto makes it towards where Sasuke is. And when Naruto gets there, he sees Sasuke. Sasuke's fighting Itachi and Nagato. But because the Nagato couldn't absorb Sasuke's chakra, he's just still the old drained out version. And then that's when Naruto enters the fight. He throws a chakra tail that completely wipes out Nagato. And then jumps down and uses a Nine-Tails Avatar hand to grow out, grab Itachi, and slam him into the ground. And Naruto throws him out, and then Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, Naruto, what the hell are you doing? Naruto goes, Sasuke, what are you doing? He goes, never mind that, Naruto. Why are you interfering in my battle? I was trying to talk to my brother, figure out how I was going to stop this. And Naruto goes, oh, okay, sorry about that. And Itachi smiles and goes, and Itachi is trying to fight Naruto hardcore, and the animal summoning, Nagato's using the animal summoning, but because Naruto's in KCM 2 Sage Mode, he can easily sense them, so he destroys them instantly. Takes them out easily and leaves Nagato for the most part on the ground. Now, what happens is, Itachi gets controlled by Kabuto this time, and he begins to fight seriously as once the Nagato. And Nagato tried to fight seriously, absorbed a tiny bit of Naruto's chakra, and he repaired himself. And so it's a fully controlled Itachi versus Nagato. Now when Naruto fully goes all out and destroys Itachi and Nagato in the repair, Nagato uses the what's it called? For the most part, Nagato when they repair Itachi and Nagato repair, they snap back to reality for Kabuto to allow them to see them one last time before he fully takes over. But this is when Itachi uses his time wisely to look at what's her name, Nagato, and instead of placing the Genji, just instantly contacted him with his Sharingan. Nagato got it, and he used the King of Hell to grab Itachi and swallow him up. And then swallowing him up, it broke the control of Kabuto's reanimation. And as he does that, Itachi jumps straight out, summons his Susanoo, and stabs Nagato right in the gut with a Tosuke blade, sealing him away. Kabuto's angry, and Nagato's happy to see Naruto. They're safe, that Jiraiya is safe, that everyone's safe, and that Naruto is really powerful. Now, what happens is after Nagato is sealed, Itachi smiles, and Sasuke goes, "What the hell just happened? What did you do?" And he goes, "I contacted Nagato while I got the spec at the time I needed, and asked Naruto if he had a way to release me from the jutsu, and he thought of only one way. Even though he is a reanimation, he still has the power of the Rinnegan. So he used the Rinnegan to use the King of Hell to remove my connection with the Kabuto." Sasuke and Naruto are like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry, my bad. He said, "What the heck?" And so Itachi tells Naruto that he's gonna go off to take on Kabuto, but Naruto goes, "I'll send a clone with you." And at first Itachi's like, "No," and Naruto goes, "No, you might need the clone to help you." And Itachi goes, "Fine." Sasuke goes, "I want to go with you too." And Itachi is about to protest, but Sasuke goes, "Bro, you're not stopping me." So Naruto tells Sasuke when they're done, they're gonna talk, they're gonna have it out, and Sasuke goes, "Whatever." And they head out instantly. Sasuke, Itachi, and a shadow clone of Naruto head out to where Kabuto is, and then Naruto turns around and heads back into the battlefield. Now from here, everything goes near as follow. Now, because even though Naruto had way better strength and track control and all that jargon, with using KCM 2 and KCM 1 Sage Mode, he's been using it for a bit, and his clones are taking on the battles just like in canon. Now when Naruto gets back to the area where Killer Bee is, he's now been attacked by all the Jinchuriki. So Naruto and Killer Bee are fighting the Jinchuriki, but unlike the last battle, when it comes to the Jinchuriki battle, they barely do anything because Naruto is in KCM 2 and Sage Mode, and Killer Bee didn't really fight Itachi or Nagato. They're both in really good shape, really strong shape. Just Naruto instantly activates the 9 tails, and Killer Bee activates the 8 tails, and they destroy the Jinchuriki, and Obito attacks early. So this, for the most part, happens a little bit more faster. Okay. And so as that is going down, Sasuke and Itachi are trying to make it to Kabuto, and they talk. And Sasuke tells Itachi that he's proud to be his little brother, and he'll restore the Uchiha name. He looks right at Itachi. Itachi smiles at Sasuke, and Itachi goes, "So you got the bird, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, I got the bird." And Itachi smiles. He's like and they jump off, and Sasuke goes, "Now I understand you even more, brother, and I aspire to be like you." And Itachi goes, and they have a really good catch up. This makes Itachi warms his heart, even though he had to use a genjutsu to do so. It makes him even that much better knowing that he's going to leave his brother in a state like this. And so as Sasuke and Itachi still head towards Kabuto, that's when after Itachi and them left this grass, he summons Madara. Okay, and this is when the clone Naruto is fighting all the Kage, and Madara gets summoned just in canon and whips everyone's ass like he does normally. And what happens is all the Kage appear where Naruto was: Anoki, Gaara, the Mizuki, Mai, Lady Tsunade, the A. Jiraiya stays in head office with Shikaku, okay? And the barrier is already pulled up, and they organize the war from there. Katsuyu, a piece of Katsuyu stays with Jiraiya, so Tsunade can be in contact with him at all times. And so for the most part, all their battle goes the same. They get whipped by Madara, but what pisses him off, Jiraiya can't get there right in time. That must makes him angry, and he's screwed himself so bad, and he wants to leave. But Shikaku tells Jiraiya to stay, keeps Jiraiya's cool, and makes him stay. We need him just in case. Jiraiya, so for the most part, even though he's in perfect sage mode and he could be an asset, he needs to stay there at least. And so as all this transpires and Madara whips the asses, Sasuke and Sasuke and Itachi beat Kabuto, and they do the reanimation release, which makes Madara do the reanimation contract, which makes him seal and stays alive like how he does partially. And roughly as that's happening, Naruto's beating Kabuto, and Kabuto's forced to take in all of the tailed beasts that he has. He takes in all the tailed beasts and the Gedo statue and Genkaku and the tail of Edo, and that does imperfect 10 tails. And from there the whole story goes the same. Now Sasuke finds Suigetsu and Jugo, but he uses Genjutsu to change how they are. He even does the same with Karin. And then what they do is they they bring out Orochimaru, but this time Sasuke uses his genjutsu on Orochimaru, making Orochimaru his perfect, pretty much a perfect person for the hidden leaf. And why I say that is because Itachi put a strong genjutsu into it to make sure that if anyone like Orochimaru, anyone is around, he will genjutsu them at the time to make them work for the leaf in a sense. And because Sasuke uses his eternal Mangekyo, it works permanently. Okay, not as powerful as the Koto Matsukabe, but this is Sasuke. Come on, with the white snake sage mode. And as I reiterate, he does have the white snake sage mode. Okay, it's gonna play an effect in the future. And so after that, Orochimaru brings out what's his name, the Hokage's spirits out of the Death God's stomach. He jumps in one of the Zetsus that was on Sasuke. He regrows and brings back the reanimated shinobi. The Hokage. Sasuke asks the same questions, but he tells them that he doesn't want to destroy the leaf. He wants to protect it. When Tobirama fixes at him, and what happens is when the first Hokage stares him down like a little girl that he is, Sasuke tells him that he has no interest in destroying the leaf. On the contrary, he wants to be the first Uchiha to become Hokage. And this makes Hashirama smile so much. He walks over to Sasuke and he goes, "Well now, if that's the case, I'm Sasuke, and you have the will of fire, then I'm happy to endorse you. The first Uchiha. I wanted it to happen with Madara, but Mr. Someone over here," and looks at Tobirama, "could have avoided all of this if someone listened to me." And Tobirama said, "I did what was best for the village." And Sasuke goes, "No, you didn't. You did what was best for yourself. You're selfish. All your jutsu is selfish. Everything you did." And the only selfless one truly here is the old man and the fourth Hokage. They truly gave their lives to save everyone. And so what happens is Sasuke tells the fourth Hokage Naruto is really powerful. He's probably the most powerful person that's alive right now. And it shocks the third Hokage and Minato. And he goes, he'll be the person when I have to beat to become Hokage. Because that bastard always screams that, I want to become Hokage, this and that. Orochimaru's just, huh? And so none of that posturing where Orochimaru needs to hold them back, anything like that. None of that happens because Sasuke has full control and he doesn't want to hold them back. In fact, he wants them to help them with it. So Sasuke and all of them head off. The third Hokage is proud of Sasuke, and before they leave, Sasuke tells the third Hokage he knows what Itachi did. He did what he needed to do to protect the leaf, to protect me. He looks right at the third Hokage and he said, "Thank you. And I know this was a hard choice, but thank you for letting me live." And the third Hokage smiles and looks at Sasuke and still apologizes. And then what happens is Sasuke and everyone leaves instantly to the war. And roughly, for the most part, everything goes the same. The only difference is Neji is not going to die. And why I want to say that is Naruto's energy comes back to him at full. Right at that moment, he's able to deflect all the he was able to deflect all of the 10 tails big ass needles with his 9 tails chakra hand. And so Neji survives. Naruto is able to get full power now and put all his chakra into everyone. And so for the most part, Naruto is going to be at the same strength as he was in canon now, because he used a lot of his power throughout the battle. So he's going to be at roughly the same strength. So everyone gets the same chakra and they attack the 10 tails, Madara and Obito, separating their control with the 10 tails, which makes them lose control and goes into his violent rampage, which makes them all work together to do the giant earth wall, muddy wall. And as he does that, Minato comes, teleports the 10 tails Biju Bomb way, and everything from here goes nearly exactly the same as canon. Okay, it's not until the Madara fight at the end where things actually change, because I'm gonna stay for the most part. Madara still rips out the 10 tails from Naruto and still kills Sasuke, or stabs him right through the heart. But instead of pulling the blade out, he leaves the blade there in Sasuke's heart. Okay, and of course it is Karin to rush over and destroy the entire what's it called, 1,000 slapping Buddha hand statue. The Geremazo, whatever it is, not the Geremazo, the 1,000 hand Senju, whatever. She breaks that, and Kabuto saves Sasuke, and Naruto and gets the rest of the tail beast from Obito. Now, the interactions with the Sage of Six Path is exactly the same. Sorry, hold on for a minute, guys. So his interactions with the Sage of Six Path is all the same, okay? Even after the part with Naruto and Sasuke both into the fray, Madara still gets beat down by what's his name, Might Guy. But what happens is, instead of Naruto just stopping the 8 gate from the not instead of just stopping the 8 gate from killing him, Naruto also puts his hand on Guy's leg and heals his leg too, and heals his body. So for the most part, Guy can walk, unlike in Canon when he's in a wheelchair. And so that goes the same. Now from there, the battle with Madara is a little bit faster. Sasuke still cuts him in half and he still disappears, and Kaguya still comes, and Sasuke and Naruto take on Kaguya. Now Sasuke gonna have more chakra than he had last time because of the cursed sage mark he's got on his neck, and Naruto's gonna have more chakra than he did before because he's already adapted his majority of his life using KCM sage mode. And so when Sasuke and Naruto fight at the end of Valley End, it's a way more epic battle. Way more epic battle because both of them are in Sage of Six Paths mode. So like they're both in Sage mode, bloody ultimate power mode. Like Sasuke goes hunt, goes boss. He summons all the tail beasts to even try to compete with Naruto. Naruto does the Ashura bloody avatar, and Sasuke does the Ninja avatar, and they both shoot their ultimate attacks, nearly destroying everything. And for the most part, Naruto and Sasuke still square off and knock each other down. But Sasuke is the one that admits defeat. And what happens is Sasuke's arm begins to regrow back thanks to an organic transformation, thanks to the White Snake Sage mode. And when he sees Naruto's arm not healing, Sasuke uses the remaining chakra he has that's keeping him conscious to place his arm on Naruto's arm, and he uses his Snake Sage mode inorganic abilities to heal Naruto's arm. And from this, Naruto's arm connects with the because it's going to be Hashirama cells, because the Sage mode that Sasuke has a lot of Hashirama cells on it. So Sasuke, pretty much upgrades Naruto's hand and heals Naruto's hand, and he blacks out. Both him and Naruto are blacked out until Sakura comes and sees them both lying down and wasted, all this blood around nowhere, and Naruto and Sasuke are knocked out. She heals them, and from there, Sasuke doesn't get locked up this time because he didn't want to threaten the Kage. He just wanted to fight Naruto fair and square. He wanted to protect everyone. He takes the punishment for being a nuisance to the right Kage. He apologizes to him and everyone. Like he knows he's got a lifetime of stuff that he needs to do to fix it, but he will. Now there's Sasuke with both his arms, with the Rinnegan, the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, a crow they can do genjutsu. Now I told you to think about that. Okay, the crow can continuously use not the Koto Matsukabe, but the crow can use the Sharingan genjutsu because Sasuke merged his White Snake Sage mode with the bird to allow it to do so. So it would help him. It can help him with genjutsu, of course. Okay, but that's one of his weapons. And not only that, he can pass messages to Sakura when he leaves the village. And so Sasuke is not sealed. He's actually there when Naruto gets his honorary for saving the world even more. And what happens is Jiraiya becomes the next Hokage after Tsunade quits. He doesn't want to be, but she tells him anyway. They go on a date and they pretty much become in a relationship, Tsunade and Jiraiya. What happens is Jiraiya promotes Naruto straight to a Jonin straight away. It wasn't the fact that Naruto did things easy, it's the fact that Naruto saved the entire world. Even more like Jiraiya promoted them easy as Sasuke and Naruto the Jonins, even Sakura easy as. Naruto is with Hinata earlier in the canon, and Sasuke is with Sakura earlier in the canon, okay? And so Sasuke goes out in the world, and he always sends the bird to give genjutsu messages into Sakura, so she always, when she feels lonely, the bird can talk to her, well, pretty much be Sasuke through the eye, and Sasuke can pretty much project himself talking to her, leaving her messages of his own discreet way of saying he loves her. And this makes her happy, makes her really happy. She's way more happy in the canon, okay? And so, yeah, that's pretty much happens with the entire war arc, really. Jiraiya is the next Hokage. And, yeah, but he don't stay Hokage for long. He doesn't stay Hokage for long, and you'll see why. Now, nothing much changes with the Naruto, the last two. Hinata is already in love with Naruto. Oh, yeah, that's the only thing that really is the difference, is Naruto and Hinata are already in a relationship. and Sasuke and Sakura are in a relationship, and Sasuke for the most part is in the village. Okay, that's the one thing that also did change with the Naruto the Last. Sasuke is pretty much with Sakura, and he's running the main recon for the Hidden Leaf. He's one of the Jiraiya's main go-to guys, you know. So Sasuke is like an ultimate awesome guy there. Naruto too, for the most part, is boss too. So when Naruto the Last happens, it's Jiraiya that senses the puppets because he's always in permanent sage mode, and he contacts Naruto immediately. And Naruto goes out and they find them, trying to harass Hinata to Tonari, but Naruto easily swipes him away. But they still kidnap Hanabi. They still kidnap Hanabi and take her to the moon, pretty much. So Naruto and them go up, but it's Naruto, Naruto, everyone the same. Sasuke stays in the village. Okay, Naruto tells him that it'll be better if you stay in the village. Sasuke smiles and goes, "Okay then, idiot." Naruto laughs, and Naruto goes off with what's it called, the normal team, and but Naruto doesn't need to see Hinata's mind to know anything or everything. They love each other. They're happy with each other. So all that genjutsu stuff still happens, but only briefly, because Sakura gets him out. And yeah, it's not till when Naruto confronts Tonari the first time, when Tonari is about to shoot the Tenseigon energy ball at Naruto, where things change. Now, because Naruto instantly goes into Sage mode fighting Tonari in this fight, Tonari tries to shoot the attack, but Naruto can see that this attack is not normal. So instead of allowing the attack to come into him, Naruto flips over it, and Tonari tries to pull the attack back, but Naruto uses Frog Kumite to push himself down, and Naruto jumps up, goes straight into KCM 2 in Sage mode, and what happens is takes Tonari off guard, and then Naruto goes straight into 6 paths Sage mode right away. And because Tonari is still trying to adapt to the Tenseigon, Naruto activates his 6 pass ability to fly straight at Tonari, punches him straight in the face, sends him flying far away. So Naruto grabs Hinata, and what happens is Tonari sees Naruto in this form, he goes back to his moon area, and he intensifies the moon coming towards Earth, so the moon starts to break apart faster, and this pisses off Naruto. At first Naruto can't get to the dome, but then he uses one of his truth seeking orbs as a drill to drill a hole, and then he widens it, and they all go through the barrier easy. And from there, they grab Hanabi, and Tonari for the most part will manage to awaken the Tenseigon fully, and he summons the Ashura statue, the Hamura statue, and begins to try to attack Naruto on them. But Naruto summons Kurama, and this is the full powered Kurama, and they begin their battle. And as Naruto and them take off, Tonari come after them to attack, and he does his silver wing attack, which blows them out of the moon, and they begin their fight on the moon. Now this fight with Tonari is way different. Even though Tonari is in his Tenseigon mode, Naruto's in a Sage of 6 Paths mode. With all his Chusekin orbs, Naruto's not going to hold back at all. He touched his girlfriend, Jay, like you tried to take his girlfriend, Jay, and you took his sister on the brain down. Naruto beats up Tonari, beats him up easy as. Tonari tries all his attacks, tries to even cut the moon in half, but Naruto stops that attack, catches Tonari's hand, breaks his hand, and then Naruto does the meanest haymaker punch that does that awesome glide where he craters the ground and gets sent flying for miles and miles and craters the wall. Hinata pulls his eyes out, and because after Naruto destroys the Tenseigon eye, or the bomb, thanks to Hinata's help, Tonari tries to do the same thing, but Naruto saves him. And so for the most part, everything with Tonari still changes the same. But Naruto gives Tonari a gift. Because he has 6 past powers, he places his hand on Tonari's eyes and heals him. And when Tonari opens his eyes, he has pure eyes, as if the eyes that he had were still there. And he's looking at Naruto, and Naruto goes, "See? Now we have a guardian on the moon." And what happens is, Tonari goes, "Aren't you going to destroy the barrier between the worlds again?" "No, might as well leave it here. Make it more welcoming though, why don't you?" And Tonari smiles. He thanks Naruto and tells him he'll visit often. He would like to visit his kin, the Hyuga clan of the Hidden Leaf, and his friend Naruto. And so Tonari learns from his mistakes and finds out that Hinata's family are part of the pure line of Hamura, so he has respect for his kin. And Naruto and Hinata go back to Earth and get married, and from there the Boruto series happens. And really, nothing much really happens from there. Yeah, the Boruto series as a whole is going to go the same, because Naruto is much more and Sasuke is more in the village, so yeah. The battle of the Momoshiki, all that's gonna go the same really. Boruto, all that Uroshiki, it's gonna go really the same because I don't really know it. So this match for the most part is also gonna be a final. So yeah, I hope you like this what if, guys. This what if Naruto KCM early final. Please like and subscribe as normal, and thank you all for watching and waiting for this. Yeah, this was actually a quicker what if than I thought. But yeah, as usual guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.